So 3 finals completed, our last 2 finals going the full distance, going to 3 thrilling games. Next up is women's singles. It's an all-Chinese affair. Bingjiao, the left-hander, up against Sun Yu. And then we finish with mixed doubles and the new world #1s, Go Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na of Korea, up against the world junior champions, Cheng Si-wei and Cheng Chu-chen. Well, as far as the women's singles Super Series standings are concerned, I can tell you that the top 3 will remain unchanged. It all depends whether players who have now retired, Wang Shexian and Wang Yihan, whether they're removed from the ranking list as to where everybody else moves to on that Destination Dubai ranking. Of course, the BWF have now introduced a rule that if a player is not going to be playing for more than a 12-month period, they're removed from all ranking lists. Well, obviously retired players are not going to play again. Only 3 different nations by quarter-final stage because there was 5 Japanese players in the women's singles, 2 Chinese players and 1 player from Thailand, Ratchanok Intanon, the former world champion. Well, by semi-final stage, we had 2 Japanese players and 2 Chinese players. But the Chinese players have come through to today's final, an all-Chinese women's singles final here at the Yonex Open Japan 2016. So the women's singles final, the #7 seed, Sun Yu, against the #8 seed, Bingjiao. Well, an all-Chinese women's singles final is not as common as many might think. Last all-Chinese women's singles final at a Super Series event was very nearly 2 years ago at the French Super Series in Paris. So just 1 month shy of being 2 years ago at the last all-Chinese women's singles final. Wang Shexian beat Li Shuiwei. 21-15 was 8-3 up in the second game when Li Shuiwei retired, and Li Shuiwei is currently in Germany undergoing knee surgery, and we wish her well for a speedy recovery. What a moment for the left-handed Bingjiao, a first ever Super Series tournament final. For the tall athlete Sun Yu, this a 4th Super Series tournament final. The previous 3 she's contested, she's won 1. That was the Singapore Super Series last year. So the introduction's complete. Well, the last all-Chinese women's singles final here at the Japan Open, got to go back 6 years, 2010. Jiang Yang Zhao against Wang Xin. That was the battle of the left-handers. And that was obviously a left-hander won on that occasion. That was the last time a left-hander won this Japan Open title, women's singles title, that is. last left-hander to win a Super Series was, of course, Carolina Marin, Hong Kong Open at the end of last year. So, the 19-year-old, Bingjiao from Suzhou in Jiangsu province, ranked 15 in the world at the moment. She's gone up one place on the Super Series standings to number 12, making her first appearance here, though, at the Japan Open, and her first ever appearance in the Super Series tournament final. Had 3 games, twice on her way through to today's final in the first round against Zheng Beiwen of America, and then in the quarterfinal against the former world champion, the number 3 seed, Ratchanok Intanon. For Sun Yu, 22 years of age, from the seaport of Dalian, up one place in the world ranking this week to number 11. She has been as high as 9th though, and that's just over 6 foot tall. Her matches have all been won in straight games, including the 2013 champion, the number 6 seed, Akane Yamaguchi, in yesterday's semi-final. Japanese opponents all the way, apart from today's final, and the first 3 rounds were all against qualifiers. I don't think it said qualifiers there, but I can tell you 3 qualifiers in the first round, second round and quarter-final. Well, this is the 5th meeting between these 2 players, and of the previous 4, Sun Yu has won 3 of them, including the last one, which was the semi-final of the Singapore Open. 2 straight games it was on that occasion. As we look at our court officials, I can tell you that we went through the previous matches very quickly indeed. Bingjiao needed an hour and 11 minutes against Ratchanok.
On my right, Sun Yu, China.
She saved 3 match points
and
as well.
On my left, Bingjiao, China.
Against the former world champion when she won 24-22 in that deciding game.
Love all. Play.
So Sun Yu, number 7 seed, getting this all Chinese women's singles final underway. It's her 5th final of the year, yet to win a title though, for the tall athlete.
Service over.
Beaten in the final of the Thailand Masters, the Singapore Super Series, the China Masters Grand Prix Gold and the Australian Super Series. So for Sun Yu, 2 finals in back-to-back Super Series events. Australia and now here in Japan.
2, love.
Oh, that's extraordinary. Why on earth didn't she try and play that? She couldn't have thought it was going over.
Love.
Well, very, very good start from Bingjiao. Well, if you had any doubt about the left-hander's talent, that was really shown when she won the Swiss Grand Prix Gold earlier this year, beat former world number 1 and world champion Wang Yihan in the final. Semi-final, beat her opponent of today. Quarter-final, she'd beaten PV Sindhu, who was silver medalist at the recent Olympic Games. Quarter-final, she beat the former world champion, the Ratchanok Intanon. Now, if that's not a good set of results back-to-back, I don't know what is.
5, love. Service over. 1-5.
Yeah, she looks very, very nervous to
Service
me,
over.
Sun Yu.
6-1. Service over. 2-6. Service over. 7-2.
It's a good rally. Oof. Yeah. Another sign of nerves. It's the little touch shots that go first when you're nervous. Yeah, seem to be in good balance, in position. Play that net shot, Sun Yu, but makes the error. Gone wide.
Service over.
Well, 2 years ago at the Youth
3,
Olympic Games in Nanjing, Bingjiao won the gold medal, beating Japan's Akane Yamaguchi in the final. 3-game final it was. It was a thrilling match, and I wonder, come 4 years' time here in Tokyo, whether we might not see a repeat of that Olympic youth final, but in the Olympic proper.
8.
Oof. I would have challenged that.
Service over. 9-4.
That's going to say
Service over.
that's a little wild.
5-9.
Badly deflected by
Service over.
the net cord there.
10,
Final smash from her
5.
Bingjiao.
Service over. 6-10. 7-10.
Yeah, one feels that the net area is a department in this game that the taller athlete should be winning. But she did look nervous early on. No, that's just delightful. Goes to the mid-game interval
11,
with a 4-point advantage on the left-hander. No coaching staff involved because both players from China, both national team players. So the national coaches leaving it to the players' own devices. Rightly so, can't show favouritism. Never won the World Junior title, Bingjiao.
20 seconds.
Silver medalist.
20 seconds.
In 2014, having been a bronze medalist the year before that. She was the #1 seed last year.
11.
And the
7.
championships were
Play.
staged in Lima, in Peru. Lost in the quarter-final stage. That's well taken. That's where I feel with her extra height and reach, of course with her overhead shot, she should be able to get good angles, but coming forward, she should be able to dominate the front of the court. Sun Yu. Tries the jump smash and misses.
9-11.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's well taken.
Service over.
Very fast forward.
12-9.
And this is how the women's singles game is really developing. We saw a moment ago this young left-hander trying a jump smash. I know she missed with that, but it was usually the domain, or it used to be the domain of men's singles players with jump smashes. Now the women's singles players are trying it too. Plus they're also doing this follow-up, having hit a good smash, charging forward for the straight block and going for the kill. Yeah, it's landed in. That's nicely done.
13-9. Service over. 10,
A little tentative.
13.
She knows that Sun Yu is ready to pounce on that net shot, and in trying to play the perfect net reply, the left-hander makes the error. Oh. And again.
11-13.
She could have perhaps taken that net shot a little higher, Bingjiao, coming from underneath the shuttle rather than having her racket carriage out in front of her as high as possible.
Service over. 14-11. 15-11.
Well, of course, all the pressure is on Sun Yu. She's the older of the two players, though not a lot older. 22 as opposed to her Bingjiao being 19. And she's the more established player in world terms. This is her 11th final. As I say, she's already contested 3 Super Series tournament finals. So she's expected to win. And she looks to me as if she's really feeling the burden of expectation.
Service over. 12-16. Thirteen, 16.
Yeah, there's the jump smash again. Missed it. Yeah, she needn't really have gone for the line.
Service over. 17,
Look, her opponent's
13.
laid back to the base position in the centre of the court. Big deep breath after that jump smash. Look at that. That's tremendous. Oh, she's on cruise control at the moment. She's been helped by unforced errors from Sun Yu
13.
and her Bingjiao. He's just 2 points away from this opening game. There's another unforced
20.
error.
Game point, 13. Service over. 14-20.
It's great skill. Great skill
Game.
from her Bingjiao. So typical of a left-hander.
Bingjiao, 21-15.
Lovely skills, great disguise in the opening game. 21-14 in 18 minutes.
Second game. Love all. Play.
Well, the more experienced of the two players, the taller of the two players, the right-hander really needs to try and find her form and settle herself down. She looked very nervous to me in that opening game.
One, love.
Yeah, just can't tell which way it's going to come. Is it going cross-court or is it going straight?
Fold. Service over. 1, all.
Yeah, that was
Two,
much better.
1.
From Sun Yu, don't make it too complicated, just get it over and in. When your opponent is late coming forward, it doesn't have to be that special. Yeah, well played.
3, 1.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's much, much better angles. Yeah, gets behind it. She could have gone either side. Ooh. Ooh. Well, when I looked at that again, I wasn't so sure. But it was called good.
Four, 1. 5, 1.
Yeah, she's been much more aggressive now in this second game. Sun Yu taking the initiative, getting on the attack first. And 6 straight points. Oh, well taken.
Service over. 2-6.
Very well taken.
Service over. 7-2.
Oh, goodness, this is a good rally. Yeah, it's a very good rally. Oh my goodness, her Bingjiao had to work hard in that. I think that was only her second shot in that rally to the back of the court. Punch clear. Punch clear, the flatter clear. Played with disguise.
3-7. Service over. 8-3.
Missed it.
9-3.
No, it's a complete reversal in this second game, isn't it? Oh, that was going wide.
Ten, 3.
Yeah, well, it's all one-way traffic
11,
here in this second game, and then it's all in favour of this tall athlete, Sun Yu. 8-point advantage.
Seconds. 20 seconds. 11-3. Play.
Super angle again.
12-3.
Now totally commanding the rallies. Lucky net cord, for which he immediately apologises.
4-12.
Oh, I like that. I do like that.
5-12.
Beautiful cross-court block, and then gets behind the shuttle well. Hit the smash straight down the line. Well constructed point.
Service over. 13-5.
Well, quite clear that she feels
14,
she needs to get back
5.
commanding the rallies again, the left-hander. May have missed on that occasion with the attempted net kill, but it sends a message to her opponent. Yeah, well taken.
15-5.
Well, it looks as if we'll have a third and deciding game. 10-point advantage to Sun Yu. And it's going to be intriguing in the decider. See who commands the net area and who commands the rallies. Wide and long.
16-5.
Missed it.
17-5. $18-5.
3 points away from a decider.
Service over. 6-18.
good reactions.
7-18.
Oh, yes. When she gets herself in position.
Service over.
Yeah, overhead
19.
play, Sun Yu,
7.
with her height advantage, is quite lethal. Yeah, and look at her movement. By the time she's hit the shuttle, body weight coming back towards the centre of the court. Yeah, it's lovely. Game point opportunities.
20. Game point 7.
Yeah, one game all. Totally dominant in that second game.
21-7.
So the number
One
7
game
seed
all.
takes the second game. 21-7. One game apiece. Only 35 minutes played in this women's singles final.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Final game. Love all. Play.
So third and deciding game. This women's singles final. Sun Yu, the taller of the two players, the right-hander, against her Bingjiao. Oh, good defence. Well, since those early signs of nerves, Sun Yu really has looked very impressive.
Three, love. Four, love.
Well, it's as if the left-hander's bubble has been burst. she's shown us the jump smashes. She's shown us the net kills, and now she's shown us the dives. But that's way long of the back line.
Five, long.
Well, there's no lack of effort, is there, from her Bingjiao? Just outmaneuvered. Did well to get that back, my goodness. It's going wide.
7, long. Sun Yu. Service over. 1-7.
Well, Sun Yu had just won 16 of the last 17 points. Step.
There we go. Two, long.
2-7. Is that what the umpire said?
Three, 7.
He's right now. Well.
4-7.
Well, there's real belief now with the left-hander.
7. Sun Yu. No.
5 straight points, and all of a sudden, it's just 2 points in it. Having lost the second game so drastically, Bingjiao, and then 7 love down here in the decider. One felt it was all going Sun Yu's way. Not any longer.
6, 7.
Back level. Would you believe it?
7, all. No, no, no. Sun Yu. Sun Yu.
Well, the umpire's going to have a word with Sun Yu. Well, we couldn't hear it. Well, certainly I couldn't hear it. Extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary.
8, 7.
8 straight points now to her Bingjiao. Should steady the ship. Now the players are allowed to tell down. Both knees heavily strapped. Sun Yu. Missed it.
Nine, 8.
That's impressive.
Service over.
There's the good smash straight down the forehand side.
All.
Likelihood is it's going to be a straight block. And the left-hander was in so quickly to make the kill.
10, 9.
So who's going to have the advantage at the change of ends here in this deciding game?
10, all.
This next rally will decide it.
Hey, Bingjiao.
Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely delightful.
11, 10. Interval.
Looked as if she was going to lift the shuttle once more. Sun Yu. and just played the delicate little block to the net. So she has the 1 point advantage, but she most definitely has the psychological advantage of that extra point as they change ends here in this deciding game. Look, opponent's not in near it. Good control.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 10. Play. Twelve, 10.
With the retirement of two of the hugely successful Chinese players, Wang Yihan and Wang Shaxian, China are looking for a replacement. And of course, with the former Olympic champion Li Shuirui having undergone knee surgery in Germany, whether she'll be able to come back to the sort of level that she's played at previously remains to be seen. We certainly hope she does, but I think these are two Chinese players that the national badminton team will be hoping will improve even more. And with skills like that, and at the age of just 19, I think she will improve considerably more.
11, 13.
And she's a real force to be reckoned with in the future. Force to be reckoned with now, what am I talking about? She's already disposed of the former world champion, Ratchanok Intanon. Yeah, there's the smash down the forehand side of her opponent and the quick follow-up. Jump smash in so
12,
quickly.
13.
No longer just the domain of the men's singles players. It's going wide. So back level. 13 all.
13, out. Service over. No. Quick. Forty, 13. Service over.
Well, she
40.
looks to be breathing heavily, doesn't she, Sun Yu? I wonder if the fitness levels of these two are really going to be a decisive part of the outcome. Oh, good net shot. Oh, she apologises. That's an extraordinary shot.
15.
Went for the
14.
kill. Take a look at this. Hit the top of the tape and went over. Oh, she looks to the umpire saying, did she hit the net? Well, it was the shuttle that hit the net. Oh, super.
Service over. Swing. 15. On.
One game, all 15 or 55 minutes played. Great smash. No wonder she's pleased with that.
Service over. 16. 15.
Oh, that's another one. Hit the top of the tape and gone over.
17.
Sun
15.
Yu stands with hands on hips. As if to say, how much luck does she need? Well, it's not luck, it's practice skill.
Four. Service over. 16. 17.
Well, I said in the men's singles it was all going to come down to who could hold their nerve. I think the same might be the case here.
Out.
It's going wide. Yeah, there was the straight smash again down Sun Yu's forehand side. And there she was looking for the
17.
straight block. Yet another net cord from her Bingjiao.
17.
The smash into the net
20.
from Sun Yu.
Match point.
And it means
17.
that the left-handed teenager has 3 match point opportunities. Oh. That's well saved.
18-20.
Still a match point for the left-hander. And this time she converts. Her first ever Super Series tournament final ends with a victory and her first ever Super Series title. The Yonex Open Japan. And I wouldn't mind betting that it's the first Super Series title of many for this young left-hander, Bingjiao. 21-14, 7-21, 21-18, having been love 7 down in that deciding game. Came back so strongly, never gave up fighting. And the reward in 1 hour and 1 minute is a first Super Series title. This is the final rally and the moment of victory for the young left-hander. (21-14, 7-21, 21-18) deciding game. A 5th final this year, and for a 5th time she is beaten in the final. Bingjiao, in contrast, a 2nd final this year and a 2nd title. Her first Swiss Grand Prix gold. Today is her first ever Super Series title. Highness Princess Takamada presents the medals. First to the beaten finalist Sun Yu, and now to the champion, Bingjiao. So just one more final to come. We've already had 4 and there's 2 titles already to China. Can China make it 3 titles, or can Korea win 1 title here in Japan? It's the world number 1s. It goes to